$25 for parking in a disabled parking spot. That does not carry any jail time. The maximum possible fine is $162. 36 of that is mandatory court costs. Do you have any question about your rights?
No, ma'am.
You plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Not guilty.
All right, we'll go ahead and get you set for pretrial. Is your email address clarissa.m.munoz@gmail.com?
You gotta say not guilty. I do have insurance. I just emailed it to the court. And about the seatbelt.
And the mailing address is
there's
still
2 things, and I
on
want
North
to charge
Parkway number 106.
one thing not guilty, and the other thing
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
no
All right,
contest.
please watch for that to show up in your email, and you can go ahead and
If
hang
I
up.
say guilty, they
Thank
just give
you.
me a
Have a
ticket
good
or
day.
whatever.
You as well.
But
Daniel
if I say I do
Navarrete?
have insurance.
Here.
Good morning, Mr. Navarrete.
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just taking a little break off from work so I can take care of this.
All right, sir. You got a citation January 28th for not having a registered valid plate. It's not a jailable offense. The maximum possible fine is $162, 36 of which is mandatory court costs. You plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right. Did you want to say anything before I sentence you?
That's guilty.
At the time that he got me, ma'am, I know I'm supposed to have it insured and registered, but at the point that I got it, I was jobless, and I was barely starting my week at the job, so I was waiting to get my first paycheck so I could register it, and I just happened to have the bad luck that he pulled me over in Alamogordo, and like I said, I just happened to buy the car when he pulled me over, so I mean, I didn't have it at the time, so it is what it is.
All right, sir. Well, you've been cited for this a few times. So it's going to be $162.
You
Do you
what?
need a
You've
payment
been cited
plan?
for it a few times.
Yeah.
$25 a month?
Yeah, that will work.
All right, your first $25 payment will be due no later than May 3rd. It'll be due on the 3rd every month. We'll need to have you sign a new payment plan, and we will email that to you. Is your email number Daniel250@gmail.com?
Yes, ma'am.
And the mailing address still on Fred Way?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so please watch for that to show up in your email and sign it and
So
get it
no
back to us
contest is
right away.
guilty.
Otherwise, we treat it as a
If you
failure
plead
to
guilty
appear,
or no
okay?
contest, you're gonna get cited.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. You can go ahead and hang up. Yvette Quinones?
That's you.
Unmuted.
Right here. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Cited on March 7th for seatbelts and insurance. Those are not jailable offenses. Maximum possible fine on the seatbelt is $112. The maximum on the insurance is $312. Each one includes mandatory court costs of $36. Do you have any question about your rights?
I had insurance at the moment. When I got pulled over, I just didn't have the cards on me because Geico normally emails me my cards. So I do have insurance, and I think I emailed it earlier this morning to you guys, but I don't know if you guys received it.
I don't have it with me now. Would you like to give us a few minutes to check for it?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Please. I do have insurance.
Okay, so stay on the line and we'll see if that's come in, okay? Go ahead and mute and look for that, and then we'll call your case again in a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Can you say where you sent it?
It was, oh my goodness, what is her name? I think something Mitchell.
Virginia? Okay.
Yes, that
All
one.
right, thanks. Go ahead and mute, and we'll check on that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Giovanni?
Muted.
Morning, Anna. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Thank you. You were
Hey,
cited
that just made my stomach hurt.
March 29th for concealing ID. Do you want to see if you're eligible for a court-appointed attorney, because that potentially carries 90 days in jail and up to a $500
No, I don't think
fine.
that's where I sent it.
The charge is a bit of an insult, so
I sent it
absolutely,
to-
I'd like to go ahead and have an attorney take a look at this, because both
To the
well,
e-file
the
municipal
character of
court.
the officers is going to be taken into consideration.
I'm just gonna send it to
Why
her.
did you say that name?
Because
Okay,
that's
so
who
we'll
sent
set
me
it-
the email.
We'll take you not guilty and set it for pre-trial. Right now, we're doing those by telephone.
I'm just gonna send it to her right now.
But I don't know, in the next month or two, we may start having them in person again. So we will email you the information at giovanni.Raleigh57@gmail.com. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor, but Your Honor, you have to explain to these officers what Miranda rights are and what a fourth-degree felony is when they
Okay.
read the identification, because it seems as though they're unskilled at their job. I had to explain it to these deputies.
Don't tell me anything about it. Your attorney will work with you on that. Do you still get your community of hope?
Oh, yes, ma'am. These gentlemen are the reason why I'm at the community of hope. Of course, I was a college student until they came or forced themselves into my life, like they tried to in my apartment.
All right, sir. Check your email for that hearing information, and we will process you for an attorney. We will send that application to you by email. Do you have a way to print it?
I'll be over at the Hilton, so I'll go ahead and have it taken care of in the business center. I'm so sorry for these officers wasting your time.
No, not at all. Okay, we'll email you that application. You do need to complete it and return it to us within 1 week. You return it to the court downtown on Grids, right next to the outdoor plaza, and it will need to be notarized. Someone at the Hilton.
Yeah, I'll have that done today.
Thank you so much, sir. You can go ahead and hang up.
You have a lovely day. Bye-bye.
You as well. Bye-bye. Brenda Sears?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Miss Sears. You were cited February 25th for parking in a disabled spot, which is not a jailable offense. The maximum possible fine is $162, 36 of which is mandatory court costs. It looks like you emailed us a placard. It has a man's picture on it.
Yes, ma'am. That is my husband.
Okay. All right. Well, I will go ahead and then dismiss this for proof. Is your email address bss48@live.com?
Yes, ma'am.
And the mailing address still on Rolling Hills Subdivision, San Antonio?
We cannot receive mail there. My mailing address would be Post Office Box 490, San Antonio 87832.
All right, then got it. Just make sure that you have that placard hanging when you park it in the future, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. You can hang up. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Brandy Tafoya?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Ms. Tafoya. You were cited on March 24th, parking in a disabled, which is not a jailable offense. Maximum possible fine, $162, 36 of which is mandatory court costs. Do you have any question about your rights?
No, ma'am.
All right. Do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no comment?
So I am a caregiver, and my client was with me. I just didn't have the placard up there. Is there an email that I can send a picture of her placard to?
Yeah. Would you give her that, please? There it goes. Mr. Foyle?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go ahead and send it to my email. It's going to be M.I. Garcia at los-cruces.org.
And that was at law?
Like Los Cruces, but there's a line in between Los and Cruces.
Oh, okay. Okay.
.org.
Okay.
Okay. Can you do that today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Can you email that?
la-cruces.org.
LAS-cruises.
LAS. Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. So we'll look forward to seeing that today. And your client's name?
Christine Moreno.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I hang up or?
You can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Get that. All right. Augustine Duarte.
Hello?
Good morning. Sir, you were cited on March 18th for parking in a disabled spot, which is not a jailable offense. The maximum possible fine is $162. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead no contest.
Do you understand that is basically the same as a guilty plea?
Yes, I do.
Anything you'd like to say before I sentence you?
Yeah, I'd like to try to explain my way of what happened that day. I'm a director of operations for McDonald's here in Las Cruces, and that's where the citation was issued. At this time, we have no our stores here in Las Cruces are not open in our lobbies, and I don't know if you've been to McDonald's on Loman, that side of town, but the cars get real backed up in our two lanes, and there was very little place. There was really actually no place to park. So I was going in to do some work real quick that I needed to take care of at that store, and knowing that we don't have customers that are disabled that can go into the store, I pulled into one of the stalls for just a quick minute so I could go and take care of some business. And when I went out, there was a citation on there. We do have signs that say that our stores, our lobbies are not open at this time. That it's only drive-through, so that's why I chose to park. I don't do it normally. I have a brother-in-law who's handicapped, and I would never do something like that to intentionally, take a spot from somebody that's disabled. That's all.
All right, sir. Well, I'm going to give you a 90-day deferred sentence as long as you don't get any citations within the next 90 days. After that, will be automatically dismissed. The 90 days includes traffic, criminal, and code violations, and there won't be a trial or any appeal. You just owe the mandatory court cost, $36, which is due by May 3rd, and we will email this information to you. Is your email address ayduarte@yahoo.com?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And is the mailing address still on Ranchers Road?
That's correct.
All right, then please watch for that to show up in your email, and you can go ahead and hang up.
Great. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Jonathan Diaz?
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Diaz. You are
morning.
getting a release for your firearm, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct. I have a 60-day deferred sentence, and I completed it. And so I have to talk to you next. Go from there.
All right, I think I have a form I need to fill out, so give me a day to do that, all right?
All right. And it's going to get emailed to me, or I have to pick it up?
Yeah, you will need to pick it up here. Let's just
All right.
let's say next week, okay?
What's that?
Let's make it next week.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Nicanor Benavides?
What happened to mine?
Cynthia Fernandez?
Yes.
driving on a suspended or revoked license,
They haven't called me.
an
Turn back.
accident involving damage to
Because
vehicle,
they're trying to find your shit
driving
and they can't find it.
suspended
I
or
sent it to,
revoked
like, 3
carries
different
a
places already.
maximum possible fine of up to
I
$500
sent it to the
and
municipal
90
court, and I
days
sent
in
it to
jail.
the lady that sent it to
As
me.
an accident involving damage to vehicles, a maximum fine of $300, no jail time. Do you want to see if you are eligible for a court-appointed attorney at no cost to you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm going to plead you not guilty on both, set pretrial hearing, process you for an attorney. Do you have email?
Yes, I do.
Can you please give me that address?
Yes, ma'am. It's lowercase cs503088@gmail.com.
So it was CS503088 at what?
gmail.com.
And is the mailing address still on East Nevada?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we will
That sounds
email
like Sandra's
you
sister.
the application, and you do need
They
to
live on Nevada.
complete it and return it to the court within 1 week. We are located downtown on Griggs, right next to the plaza, and it does need to be notarized. If you are approved for an attorney, we will send you the attorney's name and phone number for you to contact them.
Okay.
And we will also send you the information about your hearing. Right now, we're still doing those by phone. It's possible that will change in the next couple of months, so check with us beforehand, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. You can go ahead and hang up.
Okay, thank you.
Rebecca Gomez.
Is it Rebecca Gomez?
Ms. Gomez, good morning. You were cited on January 2nd for driver to exercise due care. That is not a jailable offense.
Like this.
The maximum possible fine for that is $111, 36 of which is
And then I
mandatory
get to
court
take
costs.
pictures.
Do you have any questions?
No.
You plead guilty, not guilty, or no
They
contest.
like wedge right in your
Not
ass.
guilty.
By reason of
Okay, we
insanity.
will get you set for pre-trial, and we will email that information to you. Is your email address becca0906@gmail.com?
Yes, ma'am.
And is the mailing address still on Sierra del Sol Ave?
Yes.
All right. So please watch for that to show up in your email, and you can go ahead and hang up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
You as well. Carl Lynch?
They're gonna call you at the end.
Your Honor, this is Alyssa Menez calling. I'm sorry.
All right, Ms. Munoz, you were cited February 5th by codes for animal restraint requirements and vaccination requirements. Those carry a maximum $500 fine and up to 90 days in jail. However, it will not impose jail. Do you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I plead not guilty.
All right, then we will get you set for pretrial hearing, and we will email the information.
I meant no contest. I'm sorry.
Oh, plead no contest?
Yes.
And that's basically the same as a guilty.
Yes, I do.
Did you want to say anything before I sentence you?
No, I mean, just to say that the dogs are my friend's dogs that she was living with me, but she had moved out. So I wouldn't be able to show, like, proof of the rabies shots or anything because, she left, and she left that dog that got impounded ended up staying in the shelter, so I don't, have any way to show, but, yeah, that's I just plead no contest, okay?
Okay, sorry, you still have the dog or no?
No, it's in the shelter.
Okay.
Earlier she said impounded.
Alright. And then on my dad's brother, another girl that was living with me. But,
They told.
Okay, so I'm gonna fine you $50 on each of them. It's a total of $100. Do you need a payment plan on that?
yes, ma'am.
Can you do 25 a month?
Yes, ma'am.
You bitch.
All right, your first $25 payment is due no later than May 3rd. It'll be due on the 3rd of every month. We will send you a
That
payment
was good,
plan
right?
to sign, and you need to sign that right away and get it back to us,
The girl was
along
ratchet.
with the documents that you entered your plea voluntarily without an attorney.
Sophisticated.
As they can.
Is your email address
That's why it's so much more funny.
Lisa0911@gmail.com?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the mailing address is on Grooms Road number 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then look for those to show up in your email.
It's
And
kinda fun
you
to
can
hear
pay online
everybody's
through the
messages.
mail or here at the court. We're open Monday through Thursday until 4:30. Fridays
Court
we
is
close at
entertaining as fuck.
12:30.
Yeah.
If we don't get those documents back from you signed within a few days, then we do treat it as a failure to appear, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. You can go ahead and hang up.
Okay, thank you.
What did she say?
All right, we got Miss Quinones paperwork, right?
Unmuted.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Quinones, let's see. It looks like you were insured at the time of the ticket.
Yes,
So I
ma'am.
can dismiss that, and that leaves the seatbelt citation. How did you want to plead on that?
Well, I guess guilty. Well, I was wearing my seatbelt, but I was wearing it incorrectly, so I'm guilty.
All right, that is $112. Did you need a payment plan on that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so that will be due by May 3rd, and you can pay online through the mail or at the court. Is your email address eveq1988@gmail.com?
Yes, ma'am.
And the mailing address still on El Camino Real number 30?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, ma'am, then we will email you that payment information, and you can go ahead and hang up.
Thank you. I want to stay on and hear everybody's story.
At least we got to hear that. She probably knew you were laughing somehow. Somehow I feel like she's like, I gotta get this bitch off the phone. She's having too much fun with this shit.
No. I sent in my stuff, that's why.
Oh, well, that's done.
Thank you, Jesus.
Don't you feel better?
$12, that's it.
$112. Pay that bitch right now.
No, that's why she like, you need a payment plan. No, that's easy.
Pay it right now. You're the only person in the whole thing that didn't need a payment plan.
Yeah. What did she say where I could pay it at?
At the courts.com or some shit like that.
Well, they're gonna send me the paper, the payment